All right, gonna get the day shaking and moving in the home office. This is supposed to shake like a maraca. It's a European coffee pod. It's a machine I don't have. It's a little pod, but I just rip it open and put the coffee in my machine by myself. See, it's a hard pod, but I thought it would shake like a maraca, you know? Maybe I could figure it out. Anyway, let's do some hiring today from the home office. Let's see, maybe if I get it all together and get payroll in and get, well, what is payroll really gonna do? If it's just a home office, I don't think payroll can do anything. But payroll can come in, figure it out, and let's do some hiring, right? All right, 4 people. You know, really get this going. You know, just screw the home office thing. You know, it's been going on. It's still going to go on, but if we really get this going here, you know, me and the new employees, you know, it'll be 5 of us, and we could rent, you know, one of those suites in the Cielo 18 in Seattle, or one of the Hyatt buildings, whatever it's called. I think it's called Cielo 18. It's basically condos above a Hyatt hotel in Seattle, and I used to want to live there. And the top third is residences. That's my dream home. That is my ultimate dream home. But you know, we gotta start small. You know, the home office, it's supposed to shake. You know, I thought it would shake. I thought it would shake like it. No, you know, maybe even just, you know, pump it down a little bit. You know, just, you know, rent a floor in one of these little hobbity-bobbity city apartments. Not apartment, but city office suites. You know, just like a carpet. You know, full 360 view around of the city. You know, maybe a shitty city up the road, but you know, it's not gonna be New York City, but it's gonna be something smaller, something more quaint, something more where you can define your character. You're just lost in New York City. You're just one of the millions on that subway. Why did I just do that? I mean, home office work is very rewarding. It's very low paid. But that, you know, that's why I want to get HR in here. We can do some interviews, even do some interviews, you know, from your home camera if you can't make it to the home office, my home office, your home office to my home office. Yeah, I'll do some hiring. My stakes are not high. You don't have to be talented. You just have to a burning desire to make it in this world. You got to be a team player, and it's a family environment. No, it's not a family environment. It's a burning desert where we do anything we can to make it to the other side, alive and rich. Yeah, I mean, yeah, maybe it won't be, you know, Cielo 18 or whatever that, you know, millionaire stack, very well-to-do building that I saw online a couple years ago in Seattle. It might be a Hyatt 18, but there's actually a little 1/3 of that building is habitable condominiums for the rich people. But we will be the rich people. You know, I'm confident of that. I'm really confident of that. Good thing about the home office, can get up, do the laundry, take your walks around, walk the dog, take a little jog on treadmill, snowshoe a little bit in the snow, and then about 1 o'clock you really get motivated to start going. So it's an interesting schedule of the home office. You start the day in blue and you end it up in pink. I don't know what that means. You know, maybe the stakes would be too high to rent out a floor in that Cielo 18 or whatever it is. It's like a Hyatt hotel in Seattle, and you know, it's 1/3 the bottom is the hotel, and then like 2/3 the top are the residential areas. So that would be my dream. But maybe it's just the stakes are a little high, just for a new business. Well, the home office has been around for a while. It's not a new business, but our incorporated status of people, barely off the cusp of college, art colleges, liberal arts colleges. We need a job, all of us. So, if you go to Sarah Lawrence or Bennington or Evergreen, Princeton, and you're already in the home office, no interview required. I'm just going to look at the resume, and I'm just look at your college. I'm going to look at your college and approve you by the college. I don't care about resumes and fonts and evening continuing ed coursework. No, learning annex. Yeah, learning annex. It has to do with just the college. I don't care if you graduated. I don't care if you have a BA degree. I don't care if you walked to that campus one day when you were 16 and on an admissions tour, you still went to that college. If you took a tour in 1996 to 2016 of Bennington, Evergreen, Princeton, or Deep Springs College, which only has 16 men in the Southwest, then you're in the home office. All right, but that maybe that building, might be a little too much. It just might be just too expensive by the square foot. But start kind of low. It's going to be home office. Get the revenue. get the revenue flowing. The goal setting on the wall. $10,000 a month. This is full-time work, though. You're going to put your heart in it and expect nothing in return. I like that. Yeah, well, if we get an employee from Deep Springs, it's a very small, desolate college that I remember from my college tour days. Of course, I couldn't go there because I'm not a guy. Very small college in a desert, and there were only 16 of them, and they probably are living very advantageous lives, versus just being thrown into the shuffle. NYU or New School or, UW, well, SUNY, these big universities where you just a name and a social security number, and they don't know your name. Your name, but to them, you're just a name. One face in a lecture hall in a dark lecture hall. Well, I've never been a college professor, but I assume that if you're just lecturing all these kids, eager young minds, that you can't even see anything. It's like being on stage. I've definitely been on stage. But, all these kids out there, you don't even know if there's one out there or 1,000. And you know what? All right. Oh, it's going to be a New Year's Eve plot. New Year's Eve toy. Anyway, that's fine European coffee in those little pods. You don't need the machine, just rip them open. So that's a little tactic here. A little tactic. Every day I learn something new in the home office. But, as far as real estate goes, it can be very expensive by the square foot. So, we could just start small, and, maybe there'll be something, be a roundabout view of the entire city, and then maybe the bathroom area will be like cut out like 2 to 4 o'clock. But then it'll be basically roundabout sweeping views of the city, glass skyscraper, like a glass facade, view of the city, view of the water. And, that could be a stepping stone up to the greatest heights of, working in a very prestigious building, but somebody's got to pay for that. So.